Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Messages from the Universe project. Today is day 52, May 17th, 2020. I was looking forward to this moment, and I only managed to get here to do this at night, but I'm still super happy that right now we would be able to go in a place where we'll leave everything behind and we'll ask the universe to receive a message for all of us today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Julia Bernadsky. I am the founder of Untamed Hearts, and I'm also a creator of the Messages from the Universe project. This project is inspired and was created to help people to shift energy, to feel a little bit more grounded, a little bit more happy, to be in a place where we can just let go of everything in the moment and feel guided. So, with that said, are you ready to receive the message from the universe today? I always like to exhale first. Exhaling all the worries, all the negative thoughts, all the noise, all the news, all the fears, anything that might be in our way to be present right here, right now, in this moment. Let's enter the white room. It's a place inside of each one of us. Each person has that place where we go to when we need to talk to God, to the universe, to angels, to our higher self, whoever it is that you speak to. That's the place where we can be fully present. What do we need to hear today? We got two messages. The first one is, oh, I love that. Don't engage with negativity. Don't explain. Don't justify. Don't engage at all. I love this message. You know, sometimes when we find ourselves in situations where, like, we know something is not good for us, or some conversation or situation is not good for us, and for us, it brings negative energy. It doesn't matter, it might be great for somebody else. Or it could be that someone is saying something about us or about our project, something that is not positive. Or maybe someone is creating conflict. So what this message is saying, that we need to choose not to engage with negativity, even if it's something that is directed onto us, that is negative. And it may not, let's say it's not true at all, or it's not the reality at all. It's just towards us, it's negative, or in our world, it lends as negative. So instead of justifying, instead of explaining ourselves, what this message is telling us is don't engage. Don't feed the negativity. The moment we engage with it, we give it more energy. That's what it wants. It wants us to have this exchange. The exchange, it means giving it more energy. Sometimes when we're driving and somebody is being rude, don't engage. Smile, wish that person all the best and be safe. Don't engage. If someone all of a sudden is attacking you, I'm not saying that we should become like, walk all around, all over me, and that's okay. It's not that. It's just knowing that line, that if we cross that line, we start to engage with negativity. If we react on the road and start getting upset or say something bad to that other person, or start even inside of us start getting aggravated or upset, we are engaging. with something that is negative. And that's a very primitive, simple example. I wish that that was the worst one, but there are situations that are much more involved, much more offensive or deeply touch us. So this message is telling us, even if someone is saying something that is not true about you and it's negative, instead of feeding into it, don't justify, don't engage with it, don't explain yourself. Let the universe work it out. Make sure, I think the biggest message is to stay, like internally, stay in the place of knowing who you are and staying in the place of being neutral. Don't engage with negativity. Don't feed it. Don't give it energy. Save that energy for something else. And once we start practicing, it's extremely powerful. I deal with it very often in my own life. And I can't say that I can always manage to do that. But when I do, I feel that I am only stronger that way. And not from the ego point of view, like stronger, right? But like internally, like I know what my truth is. It's okay if you feel that way, and it's okay if a person sees it that way. It's okay. I choose not to engage with what for me is negative. Amazing message. I love it. And the second message that we got today is, you have a choice in every given situation. The ultimate freedom is to know that you have a choice. I love it. And obviously, those two messages are so connected. So regardless of what is happening around us, we always have a choice. When things are difficult, and right now, as we know, everybody knows the whole world is facing something very difficult, something very challenging, the coronavirus that we are, as a human race, as a humanity, are all affected by. We can react to it in many different ways. Some people get anxious, bored, very upset, and some people choose to use this time to create, to learn, to maybe develop the business that they always want to develop, or maybe just have a quiet time so that they can get grounded, that they can really look inside or look outside or reflect, that they can really connect to themselves. Like I was just speaking today with a friend of mine, with Semi, and we were talking about how this time happened to be extremely important in some very like deep ways, where we had the time to be still for a moment and really remove the noise, like turn down the noise, turn out the noise, and get real in a way that like really look at yourself, look in your own eyes, and really get to see you. Because when we're running all the time, when we're running to work, when we're running to meetings, when we're running to appointments, in my life, actually, that didn't change much. I'm running all the time, but there is a way to create this time when we can pause and be still. And being still, it doesn't mean that nothing is happening. When we get still, actually, we're allowing the universe to show us the way. So sometimes we need to be doing like infusing a lot of energy and creating a lot. I'm someone who does it all the time. But there's also a time when we need to pause and choose. When we need to pause and choose to be present in this moment and allow the universe to show us the way. So why am I saying all of this? I'm saying it because of this message that we got today. that we have freedom in any given situation to choose how to react. And that's the only thing that you have control over. We don't have control over what's going to happen tomorrow. We can do our best to create our tomorrow, but we don't have control over it. And the biggest example is what's happening in the world right now. I had a year of shows lined up, scheduled, waiting for me, like already planned, designing the space, designing the experience a year ahead. But so everything got canceled. Most of them got canceled, and some of them got moved to different dates, very different dates. And who knows what's going to be? Nobody knows right now, right? So the only control of what we have is how we choose to react to it. So how am I supposed to choose to react to it? I could be very upset and be like, oh my God, what's going to happen with Untamed Hearts and what's going to happen with business? Or I could get excited and my choice could be, oh my God, there's so much I can do because I'm not going to spend all this time on travel. So maybe all these hours of traveling and building the shows and preparing, maybe I can use it for something else. Or maybe I had a dream I'm going to reconnect with. So in any given situation, we have a choice. And there are more difficult situations when something really painful happens, right? And experiencing pain or like all kinds of emotions, including grief, all kinds of emotions. We as human beings, like it's the most normal thing for us. But suffering is a choice. Going through emotions, allowing yourself to experience emotions in a difficult situation is one thing, but choosing to suffer is a different thing. So also, like being a victim or not, like a lot of people don't realize that by the way they think, because thoughts are the most powerful form of energy. Words are such a powerful form of energy. Every thought is energy, every word is energy. So when we start to think about as something or someone did something to us, or we sacrifice something and that person or situation doesn't appreciate us. So there's all kinds of, like, I catch myself all the time, in fact. Or I did that to this person and they could care less, or they didn't appreciate me. Like, I find myself in that conversation often. I need to stop and make a different choice. I choose not to be a victim. I choose to be responsible. Except for me, very often, for me, the choice I make, I am choosing to be responsible for every single thing that is happening in my life. And that is my choice. Every single thing happening in my life is my doing and my choice. And that is my ultimate freedom. It makes me very happy to know it immediately changes energy. It immediately shifts energy. I have a choice in every given situation. Everything I created in my life, a good and a bad, light and a dark, easy and a difficult, fun and sadness, I'm responsible for. Therefore, I can change it. Therefore, I have a freedom, and my ultimate freedom is that I have that choice. Amazing two messages, very powerful. Don't engage with negativity. Don't explain yourself. Don't justify. Do not engage at all. And know that you have the ultimate freedom is that you have a choice in every given situation. Powerful messages should give us power and like a path and a permission to create what you want to create in your life. It's a beautiful, beautiful path today. So thank you, universe. Thank you, everyone who's been joining me, and whoever is watching me and doing it together together. We're doing it together, and whoever is watching replay, please know that your consciousness is with us, and collectively, we're receiving these messages. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I do. And if you're watching it as a replay, or if you're watching it on YouTube, please don't forget to sign up to subscribe to our channel so you get alerts. I love your comments. Please leave me comments. Let me know if you have any questions. If you want to dedicate the next reading to anybody, we love to dedicate readings and send the energy all over the world to anybody and everyone, whoever you want to send it to. And as always, I'd like to remind you to please take a really good care of yourself, to keep the distance when people are around, wear the mask, and of course, wash your hands always. Be good to yourself. Treat yourself with kindness and compassion as much as possible, and then extend it to everybody else. I'm sending you lots of love, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Ciao.